It's Monday morning and I'm in my home studio and I'm looking over some of the pieces that I created on my Gelli plate yesterday on Sunday in our Sunday studio sessions in the 5 Art Studio. And I'm making this video mainly for my students that gather with me on Sundays. Because yesterday we just had a preliminary day of playing with our Gelli plates and creating, just getting familiar, getting comfortable with them, because we'll be going over them in the next 2 weeks. We'll still be working on them, creating some art. And Gelli plate can sometimes be a very solitary business, because you kind of have to be thinking all the time backwards. What's going to be in the front, what's going to be in the foreground, and what's going to be in the background, and how you place that on the Gelli plate to get it to read right. So not an easy thing to be teaching a class when you're trying to think all these things through. And I was really, as you know, students, I was having a tough time because I just wasn't keeping focused on it, and I wasn't happy with the fact that I had the same colors on each and every one. I didn't feel like I was jumping out and experimenting more. And after I cleaned up and everybody was gone, and I had time to be in the studio alone and look at what the pieces I created, I started having fun with them. And what I had created during class was exactly what I wanted to share with you in class. And one of the important things that I was getting across is layers, because you know how much I love layers. So I wanted us to limit ourselves to only a couple of pieces of paper instead of creating tons and tons of papers to collage with. I really want these pieces to be more standing as art pieces on their own. So the fact that I did stick with the same colors, with the same color palette, was really good, because I was able to cut apart some of these of the pieces that I made and create within the group. So let me just give you a little rundown of that. So this was a piece that I was, I think I had done like 4 layers on it. And I was using the Tyvek, I saved these all from mailings, and sometimes I nab some from the post office. But these make such great cutout shapes because they never really deteriorate. They kind of get cooler as you go, because once you get paint on them, you can use them in your collage pieces as they are. And in this case, in this one, I didn't take them off once I was done Gelli plate, pulling the print. I really liked having the red text in there and the way that these stood out, so I just let those stay on. The same here. These were some of the Tyvek circles that I'd cut, and I used them for another print, but they were perfect to add on to this one. And then I also have a few other elements from another print, and I'm not even sure what this is on, but I loved the texture of the paint, the metallic paint that was on there. And I'm going to use those to, first of all, they'll cover up little spots that didn't get picked up on the plate. I could even put one right there. Kind of like that. I like this, and I like just a couple tumbling off the page. Actually, I only really want 3. So I don't know if I'm going to let that bug me. I think I'm just going to go like this. And that was, I'm able to do that because I used the same color, the same paint on each one. This one was kind of fun because what I did This was another print page. And it was using this same stencil. And this was just on a piece of, we had scrapbook papers, the 12 by 12 scrapbook papers that we were using just to pull prints, and we didn't, just to practice with. But when I got this home, I really liked it. And I thought, if I very carefully tear this and let that white edge show, this could be kind of a cool piece to use to glue down and use, I can place that on a piece of paper. Get rid of the little argyle print. So I can either just create a whole new print with that on a piece of paper. I love the feel of this paper, once I got a couple of layers of paint on it. So that's what I can do, but what I did with this is I took some of those and I cut them out, and I cut them to fit within the little blank spaces in between the circles. And I'm kind of liking the way that this is, the direction this is going. I'm not done yet. I can add more. This is just 3 or 4 layers, and the first couple layers I did not like. And you just keep going. Something's going to show up. This is a combination of the Tyvek paper and I made a bunch of papers with this stencil pattern on it. And this one has a little bit of metallic in it. And I just allowed that to be the thing that's going to give me the basis for my pattern. And the same for this. This was the first one that I left the Tyvek on there. I just love this, the whole circle thing. And I have some stamps in here, some numbers, and I'll continue on with this. This is just going to be a piece of paper I can cut up and add into the other pieces. But the reason I can do that is they all have the same color palette. I used my my metallic cobalt blue. These were 2 new colors that I just picked up, the Prussian, and I love this one, the greenish blue. I have a cad orange, parchment, and black. I usually use parchment instead of a white, or I mix it with a white, so that I don't very often use a white. But the main thing is that I want to share with you, class, and whoever's watching, is I didn't think this was going to be interesting as I was working on them, because they were all so much kind of the same, and they were the same colors, and I saw everybody in class using all these wonderful combinations of colors. And I'm glad that I stuck with a limited palette. I kept layering on. I saved my elements that I can come back and add in. So I'm going to do that. I may go back in with some oil pastels. I might go back in with some inks. But the main thing is, layers and a limited palette. That's what I want to share with you. And hopefully that helps. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you either here on YouTube, or I'll see you in class next Sunday. Bye for now. Alrighty, so this is where these pieces are right now. I've cut some of them up and added pieces into the other jelly plate prints that I've been working on in this session. So I will share what I do with these in my next video next week. But for now, this is a great starting point, and it's been really fun. And I love sharing this with my students. So I'll see you in the next video.